Correspondent Ahmed Al-Burai joins us from Antakya on the Turkey-Syria border. Ahmed, so good for you to join us. Now, recently we saw Mosul in Iraq retaken from Daesh, but civilians there paid such a high price. Will the same happen in Raqqa?
Well, Maria, it's the same scenario. According to the activists, what's happening now is a silent slaughter to the population in Raqqa. There are thousands of people who are still trapped in the city while the conflict is still continue. It seems that the fight is not going to end soon, as what the YPG, the PKK affiliates, are claiming, because the United States coalition is saying that this is going to last for the few days. They say also that the militants of Daesh in the city are completely cut off from the leadership in other cities like Al Mayadeen, and they only have a light machine guns and a dwindling supply of ammunition. But there is a fierce battle ahead of the days to the final battle to take Raqqa completely. In the meanwhile, the people there are asking for safe corridors. Those who succeeded and managed to flee the city were traumatized and waiting in camps, waiting for humanitarian aid to come in. But so far, the activists are saying there's no clear, safe corridors for them and no substantial humanitarian aid going through to the city.
And Ahmed, do we know where exactly Daesh militants and their families will be moved to?
What we know so far is the United States is not going to allow any of these arrangements. They're not going to allow the Daesh militants to leave Raqqa without receiving the justice they deserve, without being tried. At least we've got reports speaking about 100 Daesh militants surrendered to the coalition forces, and still there are 300 to 400 militants inside the city who are believed to be the suicide bombers, who are not going to relinquish and back down easily, abandoning the de facto capital of Daesh, which is Raqqa in Syria. Now, what we know in June, since the operation started, there are many arrangements between Daesh and other groups in the region. But recently, in August, Daesh has accepted to be forcibly evacuating the border city of on Lebanon with Syria, and to leave to the borders with Iraq. That's the only thing we know, that there's some of the groups who agreed to leave the borders of Lebanon and move to the borders with Iraq. That's only what we have in hand so far.
And Ahmed, tell us, what's the point of relocating these militants to other places that will soon be targeted?
What the activists are saying here is there is no point in that. What the coalition is doing, what the other groups are doing, they're literally trying to extinguish the fire in one area, and on the other hand, the conflict will move to the other area. Because what the people there are telling these activists, that what's happening is Daesh is in this city and it's calm so far. But the moment they move to another city, the fight will start over there, because the coalition, the Syrian regime, and the YPG, the US-backed forces, the militias, the Kurdish militias in the north, all of them are after Daesh, and it's all of them targeting Daesh to defeat it. And as far as Daesh is in a city, there is no way that these three groups are going to back down unless they take Daesh down, and the collateral damage is going to be the highest price among the civilians.
Okay, now let's look at further south near Deir ez-Zor. So the Syrian army there has retaken the town of Al Mayadeen. What's the significance about this?
Well, Maria, since the outset of a Raqqa operation in June, we've had some reports speaking about the first and second ranks of the Daesh leadership who has been taken out from Raqqa, moving to Al Mayadeen. And now we have the third and fourth level of the leadership in Raqqa who are managing and running the operation against the US-led coalition and the Syrian regime. So the retaking Al Mayadeen still is officially declared by the pro-Syrian regime media outlets, who said that the regime has managed to retake it, is a very crucial point in terms of the battle against Raqqa. It's a severe blow to the Daesh militants. It's a setback to the whole operations of Daesh to retake some of the lands they've recently relinquished to the Syrian regime, as well as the Kurdish militias in the north. So it is a major inroad for the Syrian regime in case they've retaken it, and it is a setback to Raqqa, to the Daesh affiliates in Raqqa and other provinces like Deir ez-Zor.
Ahmed, great update there. Ahmed Al-Burai from Antakya on the Syria border for us.